Most people think growth is loud. They think success announces itself. They think progress needs validation. It does not. Real change happens quietly. 2026 is not the year you explain yourself. It is not the year you prove anything. It is not the year you argue, justify, or convince. It is the year you focus. It is the year you stay silent. It is the year you rebuild your life where no one is watching. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strategy. Every time you talk too much, you leak energy. Every time you explain your plans, you invite doubt. Every time you defend your choices, you hand control to other people. Most people fail not because they are incapable. They fail because they are distracted. They fail because they are emotionally available to everyone except themselves. 2026 demands something different from you. It demands discipline over drama. It demands solitude over noise. It demands focus over familiarity. You do not need new people. You do not need approval. You do not need applause. You need clarity. And clarity comes when you stop reacting. The moment you stop responding to everything, you start responding to yourself. Think about how much time you have wasted explaining your pain to people who never listened. Think about how many dreams died because you shared them too early. Think about how often you lowered your standards just to stay understood. That ends now. In 2026, you move in silence. You let results speak. You let discipline do the talking. You let consistency become your voice. The loudest people are often the most lost. The quiet ones are building something dangerous. Silence gives you an advantage. Most people will never understand. When you stop talking, you start observing. When you start observing, you start learning. When you start learning, you start winning. Most people reveal their next move before they even make it. You will not. You will train when no one is watching. You will study when others are scrolling. You will grow while they are gossiping. And when they finally notice, it will already be too late to stop you. This is not about becoming cold. This is about becoming focused. You are not obligated to explain your healing. You are not required to announce your transformation. You do not owe anyone access to your inner world. Your silence will confuse people. Let it. Confusion is protection. People cannot sabotage what they do not understand. They cannot interfere with plans they do not know. They cannot drain energy. They cannot access. In 2026, your privacy becomes your power. Not everyone deserves to know what you are building. Not everyone deserves to hear your fears. Not everyone deserves to witness your growth. Some people only want a front row seat to your struggle, not your success. Silence filters them out. You will notice something interesting when you stop talking. Some people disappear. Some people get uncomfortable. Some people try harder to provoke a reaction. That is how you know silence is working. When you no longer feed attention, manipulators starve. When you stop reacting emotionally, control shifts back to you. Most people are addicted to reaction. They want a response. They want reassurance. They want confirmation. Deny them that. Your calm will be unsettling. Your restraint will be threatening. Your growth will be undeniable. And you will finally understand something most people never do. Peace is not found in explanations. Peace is found in boundaries. You do not need to win every argument. You do not need to correct every misunderstanding. You do not need to defend your silence. Let them misunderstand you. Being misunderstood is cheaper than being drained. In 2026, your energy is sacred. You will stop arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You will stop proving yourself to people who already decided your worth. You will stop explaining your vision to people who benefit from your doubt. Your life improves the moment you stop seeking permission to grow. Silence sharpens your mind. Focus sharpens your future. When you remove noise, discipline becomes easier. When discipline becomes easier, confidence becomes natural. When confidence becomes natural, success becomes inevitable. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not broken. You are just distracted. 2026 is the year you reclaim your attention. No unnecessary conversations. No emotional oversharing. No impulsive reactions. Only intentional movement. You will begin to notice how peaceful it feels to not respond. How powerful it feels to pause. How grounded it feels to choose silence over chaos. Silence gives you time. Time gives you perspective. Perspective gives you control. And control gives you freedom. Most people are enslaved by their need to be heard. You will be liberated by your ability to stay quiet. This is not isolation, this is alignment. You are aligning your actions with your future, not your emotions. The future version of you does not argue online. The future version of you does not chase validation. The future version of you does not explain themselves to people who do not matter. They move with intention. They speak with purpose. They act with precision. And that starts now. In 2026, you speak less, you listen more, you work harder, and slowly, silently, you become unstoppable. You cannot focus on yourself while staying connected to everything that drains you. Most people say they want peace, but they keep chaos within reach. They say they want growth, but they keep distractions on life support. They say they want discipline, but they negotiate with weakness every day. 2026 is not a year for negotiation, it is a year for removal. You do not add discipline first. You subtract distractions. Look closely at your life. Not everything that feels familiar is healthy. Not everyone who smiles supports your growth. Not every habit that relaxes you helps you move forward. Distraction is the most socially acceptable form of self-destruction. It does not arrive loudly. It arrives gently. It arrives disguised as comfort, endless scrolling, unnecessary conversations, drama that has nothing to do with you, opinions you never asked for. None of these things ruin your life in one day. They ruin it slowly. Focus is not something you find, it is something you protect. And protection requires boundaries. In 2026, you stop being emotionally available to everything. You stop answering immediately. You stop reacting instantly. You stop letting other people's urgency control your time. Urgency is rarely real. It is usually someone else's lack of planning. Your attention is your most valuable currency. Spend it like it matters. Every minute you give to distraction is a minute stolen from your future. Discipline is not motivation. Discipline is decision. You do not wait until you feel like doing the work. You do the work because you decided this life is no longer acceptable. Most people wait for inspiration. Winners rely on systems. In 2026, you build systems. You wake up at the same time. You train even when you are tired. You work even when no one praises you. You rest without guilt. You repeat. Boring is powerful. Consistency looks boring to people who quit early. The reason most people never change is simple. They try to transform their lives without changing their daily behavior. Your life is not shaped by intentions. It is shaped by routines. You do not rise to your goals. You fall to your habits. So in 2026, you audit everything. What you consume, what you watch, what you listen to, who you talk to, how you spend your mornings, how you end your nights. If it does not build you, it weakens you. There is no neutral. Even rest should serve recovery, not escape. You are not lazy. You are overstimulated. Your brain is tired, not incapable. Constant noise kills depth. Constant stimulation kills patience. Constant entertainment kills ambition. Silence resets you. Routine rebuilds you. At first, discipline will feel uncomfortable, lonely, unrewarding. That is normal. Your old life was louder. Your new life is quieter. Do not confuse quiet with empty. Quiet is where strength grows. When you stop numbing yourself, emotions return. When emotions return, clarity follows. When clarity follows, action becomes easier. You will feel resistance. Your mind will fight you. Your habits will protest. Your environment will test you. That is how you know you are changing. Comfort never challenges you. Growth always does. In 2026, you stop romanticizing struggle and start respecting structure. Sleep on time, eat like your body matters, move daily, read instead of scrolling. Think instead of reacting. Small disciplines compound faster than motivation ever will. You do not need massive change, you need relentless consistency. Most people underestimate how much their life can change in 1 year of focused effort. Not loud effort, not emotional effort, quiet effort. Day after day, no announcements, no validation, just work. You will notice something important as discipline takes over. Your confidence will stop depending on opinions. Your mood will stow, depending on outcomes. Your identity will stop depending on approval. You become grounded. Discipline builds self-trust. Every time you do what you said you would do, you rebuild integrity with yourself. And self-trust is dangerous. A person who trusts themselves does not beg, does not chase, does not panic. They move calmly, decisively, patiently. They know time is on their side. In 2026, patience becomes your weapon. You stop rushing. You stop forcing timelines. You stop comparing progress. Comparison is a distraction wearing the mask of ambition. Someone else's pace is irrelevant to your purpose. You are not competing with people. You are competing with your past self, and discipline guarantees you win that fight. There will be days you want to quit, days you feel invisible, days nothing seems to move. Those are not signs to stop. Those are signs to stay silent and continue. Results lag behind effort. Always. Most people quit right before momentum begins. You will understand that discipline is not punishment. It is self-respect. You stop doing what feels good now to get what feels right later. That is maturity. That is power. In 2026, you stop asking, how do I feel today? You start asking, what needs to be done? Feelings follow action, not the other way around. The disciplined version of you does not need motivation. They move because it is who they are now. Identity matters. You are no longer someone trying to change. You are someone who lives with intention, and intention removes distraction naturally. When your purpose is clear, noise loses its grip. You do not need to cut everyone off. You need to stop letting everything in. Selective focus, selective silence, selective energy. That is how disciplined people live. They are not cold. They are committed, and commitment changes everything. This is the middle phase, the unseen phase, the phase W. Here, nothing seems to happen, but everything is forming. Trust it.